Every morning for the past 10 years, a brown dog has always come to one place, sits quietly in front of a tombstone. Rain, shine, storms, it never strays far. The villagers feed it, but no one knows who is buried there. Until one day, an old woman comes and cries when she sees the dog. She says, "He's still waiting for his master." This story begins in a small town in central Indonesia. A man named Arman found a puppy on the street. He took care of it and named it Bobby. From that day on, Bobby and Arman were inseparable. Arman worked as a teacher, and Bobby accompanied him to the front of the house every morning, waiting for his owner to return. Home in the evening, they lived a simple but loving life, until one day fate decided otherwise. On his way home from school, Arman had an accident and died on the spot. The villagers took his body home and buried it in the village cemetery. While the family mourned, one creature never left the graveside: Bobby. That night, when everyone had left, Bobby remained sitting there. He barked softly, then lay down on the damp ground where his master was buried. Days passed. Weeks passed. But Bobby didn't leave. The villagers began to notice. They tried to take him home, to give him shelter. But every night, Bobby always returned to the grave. He dug a little, then lay down as if still wanting to feel Arman's presence. Season after season passed. Rain grew moss on the gravestone. Bobby's fur turned white. His body grew weak. But he never once left that spot. Many thought Bobby had finally died there. But in reality, he still survived, even 10 years later. He no longer barked. He simply stared at the sky, as if waiting for something we couldn't see. One quiet morning, villagers found Bobby lying beside Arman's grave, in his usual sleeping position. But this time, he didn't wake up. There were no cries, no sounds, only peace. At Arman's tombstone, villagers placed a small plaque that read, "Bobby, a true friend who waited until the end." The story spread far and wide, from local media to international coverage. Many people cried, not just because of a dog's loyalty, but because he demonstrated something that humans sometimes forget: sincerity. Several years after Bobby's death, residents often saw a small dog appearing around the grave, sitting in the same spot, with the same colored fur. No one knows where he came from, but many believe Bobby has returned to keep his friends safe. If this story touched your heart, please help share it so more people know that loyalty doesn't always come from humans. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. True loyalty knows no time, because sometimes the purest love comes from creatures who never say a word.